Let me ask you, because it seems that everything that you've written and said over the course of your entire life now has already been made public. So it's been pretty fast and furious as you've gone up in the polls. How do you respond to, well, in 1988 you supported Al Gore, and in 1993 you wrote a letter to Hillary Clinton about her Hillary Care plan and seemingly supported it?
Right. Let me address the Gore issue first. And I was a Democrat in my days in the legislature in the 80s, and I was under the false idea that somehow or another that conservative Democrats could save the Democrat Party. They couldn't. Al Gore appeared to be the most conservative, strong strategic defense initiative guy, and frankly, we thought that he would be the most conservative Democrat. You know, we were wrong, and they picked a very liberal Democrat to run against George H.W. Bush, and that was, you know, kind of my final straw, and finished my transition to the Republican Party after voting for President Bush.
So you're sort of like Ronald Reagan. You feel the Democratic Party left you?
Well, you know, I told Michael Reagan the other day, who, by the way, is just a great and strong supporter. I said, Michael, I said, you know, I love your dad, and he was part of the reason I became a Republican. But I said, I became a Republican sooner in my life than your dad did.
Pretty fun. And Michael's a great guy. What about the Hillary Care issue?
Right, and if you'll read that letter, it was straight out. I was the agriculture commissioner at that particular point in time, and obviously representing the agricultural rural interests in Texas. And the letter is straightforward. It says, listen, I hope as you go through this process of reforming health care in America, which I'm for reforming health care. I didn't want them collectively to overlook a very important constituency to mine. And my wife's a nurse, her dad's an old country doctor, and we didn't want them to be forgotten. But the fact that they came up with this monstrosity of a bill was, you know, really out of. I had no idea that was going to be the end product. What I thought they were truly going to work towards was trying to reform health care. And, you know, we had no idea. And then now we've got Obamacare. And as I said, someone asked me, what's the first thing you're going to do as president? And I said, I'll sign an executive order to wipe out as much of Obamacare as I can on the first day. Hopefully the Supreme Court will find it unconstitutional before then. But reforming our health care is an admirable goal, but not to make it a single-payer individual mandate, Washington knows best, cram down. No way, no how.